Today's topic is the functions of operating system. This is one of the subtopics which comes under the system of software. The topic called software was already covered in the previous class. What is software? A software is collections of program used to run the program. Now these softwares are categorized into various categories like system software, application softwares, general purpose softwares, and there are many further categories, but since we have talked about them in the earlier classes, right now I don't want to go in detail. But our operating system falls under the category of system software. The basic definitions and what role does it plays, let us see one by one. Firstly, why do a computer needs an operating system? The first role of OS is to manage all your hardwares. What are your hardwares? The hardware are the physical components which you attach with your computer. This physical components are your input devices also, as well as your output devices also. As you can see in the diagram, the disk drive, mouse, monitor, printer, all these things are your hardwares. Apart from that, you can also see it also applies some common services for the software items. A purple color one which is written with the name called application is one of your software. So between the hardware and your applications, the system software called OS plays its major role. And as I mentioned, there are various categories. It is written, it is one of the type of your system software. Where do you find this operating system? OS is now not limited only to the computers. We find them in our mobile phones, plus apart from mobile phones we find them in the game consoles. Because you are playing a high 3D graphics game, you need a good operating system to control all these graphics, so we find them in the graphics. Also in the network services we find our operating system. And then in the cars, as right now Tesla launched its new fully automated car which is completely driven without a driver. Now when there is nobody inside the car, it is completely taken care by the artificial intelligence. This way we have limited our extent from mobile to many other devices. Following are the functions which your operating systems look after. One by one, as they are coming in detail, I am going to talk there itself only, no need to read out here. But see the diagram. On the top layer you can see there is an application which is your any application program which you are working on. The user is working in whichever application program. From there the instruction will be first of all passed on to the OS, and from OS it will be handed over to the hardware. So you can say the operating system act as an interface between the application software and the hardware. This is the key definition of your OS. Now let us see the definition functions in detail one by one. The first role is your process management, or you may find across in another books called as the first thing. What is process? It is different from the word called program. Program is the entire piece of collections of whatever set of instructions you have written. The set of instructions collectively make a program. This piece of program which you have written may comprise of 500 lines. Randomly if I say, this 500 piece of lines are not going to be executed all together at a time. Only the piece of code which is executed at a particular moment of time is called as process. Process is the part of the program which is right now in the execution. Or in some other cases, when you refer another books on the internet, you may find the word called batch management. Process management or batch management, how it works is to assign multiple jobs to the CPU so that if one of the job is terminated, there is another job immediately ready to be assigned to the CPU, and CPU does not lie idle any moment of time. If I was doing my at the printer, due to some problem, the printing process has stopped. Very often it happens that the pages in the printers are over and the error, please reload the pages, and you have assigned only one task to the CPU, that is printing. What will happen? As soon as the pages are out of the tray, the CPU will simply sit idle without any work at all. Now, the role of the process management was to assign 3-4 tasks simultaneously. That is, if the printing error has came, there is another job ready and the CPU is fully utilized. This is the role of process management. Second is memory management. Memory refers to your RAM memory, not the external hard disk. A limited amount of RAM memory is available in the computer, but if the user is running a program which is more than the available RAM memory, the CPU or the computer cannot escape by giving the error called out of space or storage space running out. Such errors cannot come. It is the responsibility of the operating system to see how it can execute the program although the space is less. To do this thing, it makes use of the concept called demand paging. What we do in the demand paging is, if the program is comprising of 150 lines, we assume that this 150 lines is divided into, suppose, 10 pages. Now these 10 pages are not going to be simultaneously required by the CPU. 150 lines are not altogether needed by the CPU for execution. As and when the CPU will demand whichever page, I said that it is broken into 5 pages, page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So CPU suppose demands page number 3. Immediately the operating system will bring that page 3 into the main memory and other pages will be swept out and kept aside. This is the concept of memory management. Demand and swap. Keep swapping the pages from the main memory and keep loading the pages as and when demanded. That concept is called as demand paging. Whenever the CPU demands whichever page, the operating system should be ready to bring that page and manage the memory although the space is not available. Next, device management, and you will find in many other additional notes called network file management. When we are using in our network system, we lack with the resources, printers, scanners, all these things cannot be affordable to install for all the employees in an organization. These are all called as devices. The hardware components which are there are called as devices. What we will do is, we make a system in such a way that although it is only one device, but still all the users get access to it. That is the role of the operating system, to assign the device equally to all the users. Now downside, it is written when hardware is not working, is highlighted for the users to deal with themselves. When there is one resource available or one device available, what concept operating system uses is a concept called time slice. In the time slice, the CPU will assign equal time to all the users. If there are 10 users willing to use the printer, the CPU will give randomly 10 seconds of time to every user. In that 10 second of time, if the user has not completed the time, the CPU will automatically take away the printer from first user and assign it to the second user. This way it will manage the resources among the user. And same way, not only the hardwares are managed, but as I said, in the network the files also needs to be shared, because you cannot afford to buy the licensed versions of software for all the PCs. So we will make a paid version in the server and allow the copy of the software so that other users can use it. This way the costing can be taken care of. Storage management is again one of the good facilities which operating system looks after. If multiple employees are supposed to work on the same data, rather than allowing every employee to make a copy of it, what we will do is we will allow one server in which all the users can store the data, but in a shareable manner, so that each users get the access to the same data rather than each making their own copy. How to utilize the available storage is again one of the responsibility of the OS. And high storage management system exists because the high storage devices like the external hard disk, if you go to buy 1 TB hard disk, it costs 3000 4000, and these days we are making high quality videos every now and then. Hardly 15-20 videos you will make and you will end up with the storage space. So you have to look after the storage space in a better way, alternative way. The last one is user interface. Who is the user? The one we are, the end users who are using the device. The operating system has to create the space in such a way that between the users, that is humans, we call the users, and the computers, there has to be an interface created in such a way that we can run smoothly. Everything in the computer is in the English language, whereas the person using it may not be so much literate enough to understand the English. So the comfort zone, messages, everything coming on the screen should be smooth. Also the GUI, graphical components on the screen should be smooth and user friendly, so that some unknown person also, when tries to use it, can use it in the smooth and the effective way. These are all the features of your operating system. Thank you.